Hey everybody, it's Safi and Marco, Dish Out on the Movies. Today we are reviewing last night's episode of Fear Factor, House of Fear, episode 8, called The Human Claw.
The House of Soy.
Well, the House of Soy is in a little bit of an uproar.
Soy Factor.
Because people are they're still acting stupid. And
the soy people.
But there's a few disgruntled voices amongst the stupidity. I don't know what to say. Anyway, just the first thing you notice before they start into this human claw, because that will be the name of the thing that they have to do in order to move forward to the end game. And Rob,
the thing,
who is the boyfriend,
you mean the challenge?
Yeah,
the first challenge that they have to do. Okay, really? So let's just go ahead. I just want to get this over because this is a review, not a recap. Overall, just so you guys know, I am a reviewer. I'm supposed to review.
Oh, Mark, will be quiet.
This episode was kind of weak.
Yeah,
and
I think so too.
It really, really seems like it fell off hard after Zach is gone, because you're left with these soy people who they're so stupid. Like they don't understand that like there's only going to be one winner. For some reason they're still doing this alliance thing where like, oh, you're not allowed to send this person home. You can't do this or that because, you know, we're all supposed to be working together, and it's like that's not what this show's about.
And it's not going to work.
And so it's really honestly gotten so old just seeing these people like get mad at each other and make these and also make stupid decisions and for what? For $200,000. And it's just a dumb show, to be honest. Like, it's dumb because the focus should be on strategy and should be focused on the challenges themselves, but instead, again, it's like it's focused on the contestants, and it's focused on how you have to be in relationships with people and alliances in order to get anywhere. And I just feel like that's not really Fear Factor, you know? And these people that are left, none of them are likable. None of them I would like to see win the season at all. So no matter what, somebody who I don't like is going to win the season. So, I mean, that's pretty bad. I mean, wouldn't you agree, Safi? Like, yeah. The same thing, like, no matter who wins, it doesn't matter if it's any of them. If one of them wins, I'm not happy.
Well, I don't care. Because
they're all soy.
The thing is that no matter what alliances they have, in this, they always have this first challenge, and nobody is exempt from this challenge. Everybody has to do it, and then what it'll turn out to be, it depending on what they decide, the show's creators. One person will win, and then there'll be one or two or three or whoever will have to compete in the next challenge. And so they can't hide from the things that they have to do. They can't, because really, basically, these two challenges that made up the show, the initial one and the end game, they were kind of identical in terms of being around things that were gross. At least it wasn't a eating thing, but still, it was like, I'll just say it was a creepy crawly bitey challenge on both parts of it. So they can't escape that first challenge. Nobody can. It's just who can do it better. And some people, they may not be the strongest. I don't know about the smartest, but the strongest, but they could win. And so there's just no way you can have an alliance it will do you no good to get the final position. I guess. Well, we'll talk about what comes up, and
we'll get to that because there's a very hilarious point that's brought out about the contestant and a certain contestant but we'll get to that. But I just wanted to give my overall thoughts on the episode.
It really wasn't very eventful.
Yeah.
I would say it really basically, I think, other than the challenges, because those are, you want to see who wins. It's interesting just to see what they have to do to win, and the personal and the attacks against each other is what they focused on. I think a lot, because what they did was, and we often,
because the challenges weren't very good.
They were just okay.
They were kind of lame. But go ahead,
I wouldn't
Safi.
want to have my hands around crabs.
Well, I wouldn't want to hang upside down for an extended period of time, no matter what. Like another, that's kind of gross. Like it's not healthy for you either. Like they've done that with like movies and shows. Like with Better Call Saul, I was listening to that commentary about the piñata one, and they said that you could only have actors hang upside down for like 60 seconds max or something. They had like a time limit, so they had to continuously, let them down and then, restart it over and over and over again, because it's not good for you, it's bad. So, but go ahead, Safi.
I'm trying to think of what I was going to say. God, I can't remember what I was going to say. Well, anyway, I'll see what if I can remember. But
E equals MC squared.
The first challenge is called the human claw. So everybody's. Oh, I know what I was going to say. What they did, they started off the episode with this huge fight, like not a fist fight, but a yelling, argument, denigrating others type of thing, and then they go, okay, then 48 hours earlier or 24 hours earlier.
Oh, yeah.
And they go back to that, and then they get into the lead up to the challenge and the challenge. We've seen this in television shows.
Or movies.
Where they'll say, okay, they'll show something really dramatic like a killing or a kidnapping or something really big, and then they'll go, 30 hours later or 3 days earlier or whatever.
Or they'll show, it'll be like some guy and he gets a pie thrown in his face and he's like, I bet you guys are wondering how I got in this situation. Let's rewind to a couple of days earlier. And then they go back. It's like a cutesy thing. And to be honest, I thought that was a big red flag. Because it's like
for a reality show, I think so.
No, because Fear Factor, because they're showing, it's like they're demonstrating, like, is this supposed to be the showcase of this episode? Is like, you're trash! No, you're trash! No, you are! No, you are! Like, is that Fear Factor? Is that what this is supposed to be? Like, how is that even, like, worth, like, trying to highlight? Like, guys, you ready for one of these soy boys to yell at the other soy boy, and then they go back to their soy dorm and eat the Soylent Green in the refrigerator? Yeah. Well, no, Safi, you're not going to believe this. They actually have shakes or meal shakes, meal replacement drinks, and it's called Soylent Green.
That's from a
they did
movie.
That. I know.
That's from a story. I think it's by.
They did that.
A famous science fiction. Is it Isaac Asimov or something?
Isaac Asimov?
I don't know. By a famous writer.
They did that. They did that on purpose. They did it as like a jokey thing. When it's really, I don't think that was a good idea because, do you remember the twist in the movie?
I've seen the movie a couple times.
Well, what's the twist then?
Well, the Soylent Green's made from people, I think.
Yeah, so why would you want to name your product Soylent Green?
I don't know. Ew.
If you're retarded.
That's weird. I don't know. It's just bizarre.
Yeah.
It's not humorous at all.
Oh, they
it wasn't
did that.
humorous in the episode.
They did that.
I mean, the movie.
But I bet that's what the contestants on the show like to drink. They go back to the house, the house of soy, and they get in the refrigerator and they're like, which flavor of Soylent Green will I have tonight? I think tonight I'm in the mood for some chocolate Soylent Green. Oh, was that a fingernail?
Okay, so we get to the 48 hours or 24 hours earlier. And basically, the biggest thing is we see Rob. And he's the pretty boy. And he's got an alliance with Danielle, of all people. But then he allies himself with Chelsea. And then his girlfriend Jalen and Dito and Ethan, and talks about a 5-person alliance, which is not going to include Danielle. And of course, he and the flight attendant hate each other now. So they're not going to lie at all. So that's how it starts.
Yeah.
And then now we come to the challenge.
Oh, but you forgot though. You forgot that Johnny Knoxville also paused the camera at some point and he said something about these alliances, a lot of these contestants have to remember that the decisions or alliances have consequences. And
yeah,
it's like, yeah.
Although.
Duh.
So.
It was a random line.
Again, but.
Yeah, well, we've had... Safi and I have had bad allergies today. We were even gonna DoorDash, and then we just couldn't because we both have bad allergies. But anyways,
they have to hang from their it's going to be a 2-person at a time challenge, and it takes 4 minutes, and they have like some big holes in the floor, and in there they're like pits, and in there are snakes, and in the middle are rats, really nice domesticated rats.
In the middle.
And then in the middle of the whole thing is another like plastic or glass container. And the thing is, they'll be hanging from their feet, and then they pick somebody to control this claw, which they are going to be a, quote, human claw. But they can't watch them. They have to tell them what to do, and then the person stands with their back to them, which I didn't see at first, and then I had to rewind it. And that makes it hard. And they have to speak up, and they have to be clear, both to each other. And then the little condition is that somebody that they pick to control the claw, that person can't ever be picked again.
Yeah.
And they have 4 minutes, and the person who gets the most rats into that middle area in 4 minutes will win. And if they have any ties, it'll be the person who made it taking the least amount of time. So
who would you have picked, Safi?
Oh, I have no idea.
To do the controller.
Oh, I don't know, because you don't know, but.
Okay, well, I would have picked Jaylene because she's a useful idiot.
Well, she actually did a really good job, I thought.
I know, that's why I said she's useful.
The first person was Chelsea, actually, to do it. And she picked Jaylene because they've worked together before and they're friends. And so Chelsea is a former Taekwondo person. So she's lithe and she's physically fit, I'll put it that way. And she got 8. Then the next one was Lance, and he picked Danielle. Now, I thought Danielle, I don't know. If she,
That was that whole sequence was hilarious.
I don't know
because
exactly what happened, but
okay, well let me explain it.
Yeah, you explain it.
I'll explain it. Don't worry. I'm in control here.
But
So it was funny because he is definitely probably maybe the worst one there.
yeah, he's not very physical.
The flight attendant. He's the worst person there easily. And he picked the worst person because Danielle, at some point, like, she was basically, she was spinning him in circles and just going back and forth and up and down. Like,
I would have been sick. I would have thrown up.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna, you make me throw up. So,
be quiet.
So she just sucked. She was just like, ooh, what? Speak louder! And he wouldn't talk louder. It was so funny. And it went on for like a whole 2 minutes.
And that's half the time there. They only have 4 minutes.
That was like an epic fail.
I don't even know how many he got.
The thing is that I don't
He
even
got
care.
less than everybody. He hardly got any at all.
The thing is too is that I don't blame Danielle because it's a challenge, and how good would I be if I had to do something like that? I don't know.
Yeah, they're holding this huge controller. It's not small and compact. It's like a huge metal thing. And what does it say? East, west, north, south, or something?
But the point is that I blame the flight attendant because he's the one who picked her, and he had all these different people. And, they might try to sabotage him, but, it just, I don't know, Danielle just was not a good choice for this challenge. It seemed very obvious to me that, picking her, it was basically I don't know, maybe it's the safe choice, the choice that, we have one place to go out to eat, we might as well go to McDonald's. That's the equivalent of when he chose Danielle, and so that was hilarious.
Truthfully, I don't think it would have mattered. I don't think he was just very good at doing this.
Yeah.
He just didn't, no matter what, and she was not very good, so they were both a fail.
But he chose the worst one. The worst one for this challenge.
Well, it doesn't matter now because nobody else can pick her now, so they're lucky. So Ethan picks Dido, that's his buddy. Ethan is that Machiavelli. Guy.
It was really funny because earlier I was looking at Safi's notes because I was saying hi to the cat Bernie.
He's reading over my shoulder. That's what he means.
And I thought that Safi called Dada dildo. I thought she's calling him dildo.
D-I-D-O.
And so I think it'd be hilarious to just call that guy dildo.
Well, he got 12 rats.
And he said he wanted to be Spider-Man, too.
Yeah, he did.
He's like, I always wanted to be Spider-Man.
And then, of course, Dido picked Ethan. He got 11 rats. So, Ethan has gotten the most, okay, so far. Now we have Danielle. And she picked Lance. And she actually got 11. So
yeah.
He was good. He was really good at the controller and listening to what she said and following what she said because she was able to get 11. I don't think he may have gotten 2 or
3?
something.
I think 3.
But that's nothing compared to everybody else.
And finally, you have Rob, and he picked Chelsea.
No, you have Jalen picked Rob.
What?
No, Jalen picked Rob.
No, what?
Jaylene picked Rob.
What?
And she got 12.
What? No, but then Rob at the end picks Chelsea.
Okay.
Are you not aware of that? Did you not watch the episode? Do you not have that in your
Yeah, I have it.
your notes?
I'm right underneath.
Oh, okay. So
Rob
there it
then
is.
picked
Okay,
Chelsea.
just conveniently ignoring the evidence like usual.
So therefore they have a 3-way tie. So then they have to look at who did it in the least amount of time.
And Rob did the best because of Chelsea, and Chelsea helped him. And Chelsea thought, you know what? I'm really happy about this because now that I helped Rob is going to help me.
But
because I'm blonde.
she did a... Oh, brother.
That's the soy mentality.
She did a really good job, though.
Yeah, I know.
Telling him what to do.
Yeah.
And, of course, he was really good, too. So, anyway, who wins, you know? It's Rob.
I just did.
And
Rob
then
won.
what do we have to do?
Rob has to pick 3 people to go to the end game. And so he spends the next evening or day or whatever, I don't know how much time it is, but he spends that time contemplating about who should go home. God, Safi.
Sorry.
How rude.
Marco!
And he was talking, I think it was at Danielle or Jaylene or...
First, Rob makes this deal with Danielle. And then so on. And then so they get to the end game.
No. He was talking to someone. I'm trying to do the review here
Okay,
and talk about the show.
I don't know. I'm right down.
Well, he was talking to one of the girls, and they were saying, and he was like, or no. They were saying, like, you're not allowed to put so-and-so up. Like, one of the other girls. And, like, once again, even though it is this far into the competition, for some reason, he is still not... Oh, it might have been Jaylene.
I was thinking of that. It had to be her.
Because they're making out and everything. and she's like, you're not allowed to put up Danielle or Chelsea, you know, because, they... I don't know why. Like, we are... The next episode is the semifinal, and we're still not allowed to put the girls up for elimination because they're girls? Like, how stupid is that?
And this,
like, are they not there to compete?
And the romance, put that in quotes, the quote romance between Rob and Jaylene, it's just fake.
It feels very fake
it's
because
very superficial.
it
and
feels
unrealistic.
it feels like they're both using each other, and it's cringeworthy as hell. You got the pretty guy and the pretty girl, BS.
Yeah.
And so in the finale, Johnny lets all the contestants beg and plead with Rob.
Yeah, which was a good idea, I think.
The flight attendant took the opportunity to just yell at him for an entire 3 minutes, you know, like,
and
to
rip him a new one.
And he did say a lot of good things that, like, he would have been great to do a podcast for the show probably, because he just, like, I mean, he totally destroyed Rob, and he made Rob look like a soy buffoon. And Rob had no reply. He had no, like, legitimate reply except for, like, continue to cry or something because you're in the elimination. Like, he had no comeback. He had no solid reply because he knew deep down what he was saying was basically correct. And then he picked Danielle. What a strange choice.
After they show him twice about this quote deal making, but you knew it was bogus BS.
Yeah, why are we making deals? Like, you're going home or you're staying. Like, that's the deal.
She's supposed to be a scientist too. You think she'd know better, but maybe she said, "Well, you're making a big mistake," and she got him good. She didn't say, "Oh, okay, Rob, I understand." She ripped him a new one too.
Yeah, because the logic she had was that you have an opportunity here to possibly take out either of the two jocks, the two muscle heads, and so you should use this opportunity to do that. And I 100% agree with her.
Well, and everybody had this option before. And they just don't, they're letting them, and they even think it's weird.
Yeah.
It gets worse.
Yeah, the last person that he picks is not one of the two jocks, or Jaylene, obviously. The last person that he picks is Chelsea.
The one who it was her doing that got him there in the first place.
Yeah.
At least she's a major contributor. Okay? Because really that made a big difference because the person had to have their back to you. So they had to be clear enough and also hear well to know what they're doing and to do it, control that the controller to do it right. And he picks her, and even the jocks are like, I can't believe you did that.
Yeah, he totally.
Nobody could. They were flabbergasted.
He just like completely. He's supposed to be like a likable guy there, and he's really not likable at all.
He's got him. He's
a
nobody
fake.
likes him anymore. I mean, he's a jackass.
He's a fake and a poser.
And those two guys aren't gonna. I mean, they're probably grateful, but they think he's a dipshit.
And so I don't understand that at all.
I can see him picking Danielle, and I can see him picking the flight attendant. I can understand because he had that big yelling match with him at the beginning, and but her, I didn't get that at all. I just thought that was, even though she knows she has to compete, but even though
no, oh yeah, that's a good point, because see, now looking back, I would have picked Chelsea as well, because they brought out the point that Chelsea has not been a part of a single end game.
That's right,
so
she
far.
hasn't. She said that too.
To me, I find that completely and utterly unfair and ridiculous. And so I think, you know what, she needs to compete. You know, if she wants to stay there, she needs to actually compete in the end game.
Well, she did it.
Yeah.
And what the challenge was, they had to be strapped to a board, so like a flat board, so they're lying flat, and they had this big, what do you think it is, plastic or glass container.
It's a tank.
It's square over their head, and they have do they have a blindfold or something to cover their ears?
Maybe the ears or whatever. It doesn't matter.
Well, whatever. And so they're going to be spun around 7 times. That's all you get. And every time they come to where their head is facing the bottom, there's a huge tank, and it has worms, snakes, millipedes, and crabs. And you have to shove that into your helmet, and you have to get as many in there as you can. Each time you get down to that spinning part to the bottom where your head's facing the bottom. And then what they will do is when you're done, they will dump the helmet stuff into this bowl, and they will weigh it. And the person who has the most weight will win. And the thing is, Johnny tried to bring it out that the snakes, because they're really big and long and they're thick, they will weigh the most. So you really want to try to get a snake into your head.
Yeah.
And they're crawling around your face and everything. And crabs, big crabs like that a size of a teacup. So they're not little tiny crabs; they're huge.
They're the kind of crabs that Safi had before.
Oh, for God's sakes, Michael, that's just BS.
And I've had crabs too. I had hermit crabs. They were given away without my permission.
Now he didn't take them, so he can be quiet.
That's not true. That's a lie.
Okay, well we're not gonna. That was a million years ago. So anyway, so we told who he picked. And then we have Danielle's first. And then, they all do, then it's Lance. And so, I think Rob, for some reason, thought Lance would be, the flight attendant would automatically get out.
I just thought it was a stupid challenge. I thought it was
I didn't like
really, really weak challenge, but... It was so cringeworthy, because there's this part where he tries to go over to Chelsea and he's like, "Hey, I got a little strategy for you. The snakes are buried down at the bottom, so you got to reach down in there at the bottom."
Yeah, Rob tries to tell her, and she's like,
and she was like, "What the fuck?"
She was like, "Okay," and then she said to herself, I guess in a private room, where they confess, like. He's full of it, and he can go to, It's
like they got Two-Face from the Batman series here. It's like he's like, "Oh, well, I put you up, but here's a little strategy for you." It was so queer. Like it was like it's like that was him. That was like the narcissism coming into play because he was trying to save his reputation by like trying to smooth things over and say like, hey, well, I got a little something that could help you, because I'm not such a bad guy, because, that would mean my image would be tainted, so
anyway,
I thought that was funny.
Lance won, and that was like a big FU and a slap in the face to Rob.
Yeah.
And he was devastated. I mean, he was like, oh my God. So it was between Chelsea and Danielle. They said how many pounds, but I don't think I wrote it down. But Chelsea and Danielle had, the difference between what they had was a half a pound. So it was really close.
Yeah.
And Chelsea won, and Danielle lost. So she gets booted.
Now, my favorite part of the episode was actually the trailer, because in the trailer, you already see that the lovey-dovey business is about to fall apart because you got Jaylene, and she's like, oh my God, I don't like liars and cheaters, and I think I can't trust you. And Rob is just like, aww. It was so cringe. It was like, look, it's the soy pretty couple, and it's like, oh no, like I feel so bad for them. Not, right? So, what did you think of that? I mean, that was my favorite part of the whole thing.
I just thought it was hilarious because you can't. It was pretty creepy.
That's like some bad Hallmark movie dialogue. Like, I don't like liars. I don't like cheaters. And I don't know if I can trust you.
Yeah.
All she had to say was, I don't want to play games here. I know we're in a reality show, but I do not want to play games. No games. No mind games.
So anyway, next week, they will have two people eliminated. And it will be the semifinals. And it's going to involve somebody get electrocuted. Get electric shock.
Can you guys understand anything that Safi says in our reviews anymore, or is it just me?
It's going to be so bad that one of them is going to go to the hospital.
Yeah. What a shame.
That's it. So
wow,
Marco,
that was such a... No, that was such an amazing... You were like... I
can't help
That's it. Well,
I'm having... has been bothering me all day.
I've had allergy issues too, and it's just deal with it. I would give this episode a C-. I thought it was weak. It was just totally mediocre, and it shows that the show really went downhill once Zach left. Because to me, I think the interesting thing would have been Zach still being around and having to work with these people now that they're almost done with the show. Like, him having to strategize, that would have been so much more interesting than seeing the flight attendant go like, oh my God, Rob, you are not as good as you think you are. I'm not afraid of you, Rob. You are stupid, Rob. Like, that was literally this entire episode. Was like the flight attendant, like, just, it was really weak. It's not what Fear Factor is supposed to be.
I'll just give it a B-. It's very structured, and it doesn't drag on, but it's just these personal, dramatic crap. I just think it's dumb. It's like a mini version of Big Brother or something, and this show didn't used to be like that, and we've already talked about this. So I don't know. I just think it's queer, stupid. I don't like it. So that's it. So go ahead, Marco.
Go ahead.
Wrap it up because I'm about to cough again.
Just go.
Okay.
Just go. Just go to Texas. Bye.
Go to Texas?
Yeah,
Ew.
go ahead.
No, thank
Bye.
you.
Just kidding. Please like this video and comment. Safi, I was kidding.
Oh, well,
And please subscribe to our channel if you'd like to see more funny videos like this and funnier than this too. Let's get off. Don't touch my magazines.
that's my magazine.
This is my magazine. And then also, if you'd like to support this channel even further, please go over to our Patreon page where you can find all of our spoiler-filled movie reviews. They're like an hour a piece. Tons of other bonus content, as well as my short film, which Safi watched, and she said it was the greatest short film she's ever seen.
No, I thought it was really good. And it's in black and white and color. I thought that to have an option like that, I thought that was really good.
There's 2 versions. Just like with, chocolate and vanilla, you get both with me. So beat that. You can't beat it. So that's it. Goodbye, everybody. See you soon.